Welcome to Show Academy, and welcome to our new chapter, Biological Molecules, the chapter that reveals what your body is really made of, how cells fuel themselves, and how we test for life's most essential ingredients. This chapter is divided into two major parts. In part 1, we'll explore the big three: carbohydrates, fats and oils, and proteins. For each one, we'll break down what they're made of, how they're structured, how they function inside your body, and how we can test for them using simple lab techniques. Then in part 2, we'll zoom in on the most powerful molecule of all, DNA. We'll look at what it's made of, how the bases pair up, and how this code controls everything from your hair color to your enzymes. Alright, so let's get started with part 1 of this chapter. And the very first molecule we're going to meet is carbohydrate. Let's say this simply. Carbohydrates are molecules made from 3 elements: carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Just 3, and they're always the same. Now, in the simplest form, you've got sugars. These guys are tiny, sweet, and they dissolve in water. The superstar here is glucose. Glucose is a small sugar. Its formula is C6H12O6. That means it's got 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms, and 6 oxygen atoms, and they're arranged in a very neat hexagon shape. That's 6 sides, just like a stop sign. Now look at the picture in your book. See that single blue hexagon? That's a glucose molecule. It's tiny, but it's the building block for everything that's coming next. Now, when many glucose molecules link together, magic happens. You get bigger carbohydrates. Let me show you 2 examples. In animals, glucose molecules link into branched chains to make glycogen. That's the storage form of sugar in your liver. It's like packing away energy snacks for later. In plants, glucose links together too, but in a slightly different way. The molecules form a spiral. That's starch. Now look at the picture. You see that coiled cylinder made of repeating hexagons? That's a piece of a starch molecule. It's like glucose wrapped into a long spring. That's how plants store energy. Plants make another carbohydrate, called cellulose. Still glucose, but this time, they form straight lines instead of coiling into spirals. These chains are packed tightly to build plant cell walls. So even though starch and cellulose are made of the same thing, glucose, they behave completely differently. Now let's learn how to detect the presence of carbohydrates and what indicators are used. First, you can detect the presence of starch using the iodine test. How? By checking for a color change if starch is present. The color changes from brown to dark blue-black. Look at the photo of the potato in your textbook. See that dark black spot where the dropper touched it? That's a positive test. The starch in the potato reacted with the iodine and gave that classic color change, the dark blue-black color. Got it? Another indicator used to detect most sugars is Benedict's solution. Benedict's is blue when you start. But when it's heated with reducing sugars, like glucose, it begins to change. First green, then yellow, then orange, and finally orange-red or brick red if there's a lot of sugar. So basically, the more sugar, the stronger the color change. And again, see the photo in your textbook. The tube on the left contains a small amount of reducing sugar. The solution has changed to green. On the other hand, the tube on the right contains a larger amount of reducing sugar. It turned orange-red. What's the science behind it? The sugar reduces the copper ions in the Benedict's solution during heating, and that causes the color to shift. Okay. Now before we reach the end, let's answer the actual textbook questions for this part and explain them together. First question. Give 2 similarities and 1 difference between a molecule of starch and a molecule of cellulose. Alright. Similarity 1. Both are made of glucose molecules. That's your number 1 fact. Similarity 2. Both are polysaccharides, which means they are long chains of sugar units. Now the difference, starch coils into a spiral, while cellulose forms straight, rigid chains. That's a structural difference, and it's the reason one is easy to digest and the other isn't. Second question, name 1 carbohydrate that is found in both plants and animals. The answer is glucose. Glucose is universal. Plants make it during photosynthesis, and animals use it for energy. It's dissolved in blood, delivered to cells, and fuels respiration. It's the core molecule in both kingdoms. Okay, at the end, I think you've caught the message. Let's go over the keywords exactly as they appear in your textbook. Carbohydrates are substances that include sugars, starch, and cellulose. They contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Sugars are carbohydrates that have relatively small molecules. They are soluble in water and they taste sweet. Glucose is a sugar that is used in respiration to release energy. Glycogen is a carbohydrate that is used as an energy store in animal cells. Starch is a carbohydrate that is used as an energy store in plant cells. Iodine solution is a solution of iodine and potassium iodide. It is orange-brown and turns blue-black when mixed with starch. Benedict's solution is a blue liquid that turns orange-red when heated with reducing sugar. Reducing sugars are sugars such as glucose, which turn Benedict's solution orange-red when heated together. And that brings us to the end of Part 1 in our Biological Molecules chapter. In the second part, we'll explore fats and oils, the energy-rich molecules that help animals survive the cold, and birds fly for days without stopping. So stay with us, and let's keep unlocking the science of life. Study hard, study smart. See you next time.